a day before the Bills kick off their season with their first preseason game against the Redskins. As many of you know, I've had a passion about working for the Bills and keeping the Bills in Buffalo. And today here I'm here to talk about an idea that can help make that happen. First, I want to start out by saying something loud and clear. I'm not here to weigh in on the lease negotiations. That's not my job, and I know that local and state officials are on the ball with that agreement. I'm confident that County Executive Poloncarz and Governor Cuomo will continue to work with the team to develop a lease that accomplishes everybody's goals. What I am here to talk about today is a change that I have asked the NFL to make that I believe will benefit the team and everyone involved in keeping the Bills in Buffalo for a long time. As all of you know, the NFL has a program to help teams cover the cost of major stadium renovations. It's known as the G-4 loan program. And the loan program is a matching program. If a team puts in $25 million or more, the NFL will match it by putting in an equal amount of money. So if the Bills were to contribute $50 million to the stadium renovation, the NFL would put in $50 million. And that money is gradually repaid to the NFL by using the proceeds from visitors' seats. So it doesn't come out of the Bills revenues, it comes out of other revenues that would have gone to the NFL anyway. As you know, make no mistake about it, the G-4 program is a generous program that the NFL has developed. But as it stands, the program needs a few changes to be useful to the Bills. So let me explain. As I mentioned, the G-4 is a matching program for a team's share of the cost to build, or in the Bills' case, to renovate an existing stadium, as long as the team itself puts a minimum of $25 million in. This could be a match made in heaven for the Bills and Western New York because it provides additional outside support from the NFL for renovations. But there's a provision in the G-4 loan agreement that could threaten to intercept the Bills' play to take advantage of the loan. Currently, the G-4 program requires the loan to be paid back in full upon the sale of the team. That's the first part of it. There's two parts. The due on sale makes the program less attractive for the current Bills ownership to participate, because this team, for the long run, may be sold, as we all know. That's what we're worried about. We don't want that to happen. That's why I've reached out to NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell, who I have a very good relationship with, and asked him to consider amending the due on sale provision of the G-4 loan program. The way this works is that the G-4 loan program would provide funds to the stadium renovations over the course of construction, and once the construction's completed, the team is able to use the visiting team's share of club seat revenue to repay the loan over roughly 15 years. Why is the program so good? It allows a team like the Bills to use money towards stadium upgrades that would otherwise been given to the NFL. But as I mentioned, the NFL currently has a requirement that teams repay the full balance of the loan from their own pockets if the team is sold. Given the possibility that the team is sold before the loan is paid back, it could end up offering very little benefit to the Bills. To be clear, I'm not asking the league to remove the due on sale clause. It's helpful. The league feels it's important. I agree with them. I've talked to Commissioner Goodell, because it's helpful in protecting them from someone who tries to buy the team for a year or two, take advantage of the program, and then sell the team to make a quick buck. However, when it comes to the Bills, it's simply not the case. So we've come up with an innovative way to use the program. I have called NFL Commissioner Goodell and asked him to amend the program so that if the team's being sold by an owner who has owned the team for more than 20 years, then the due on sale clause does not apply. The NFL has been open to suggestions and input in the past that I've given them, and I'm hopeful they'll give this suggestion the attention it deserves, and it's not novel for the NFL. They've already written in a similar exception for people who have owned the team for more than 20 years in the revenue sharing agreement that the league currently uses. So in other words, they did it for revenue sharing in terms of paying that back. They can do it for this G-4 program. But here's the second piece. The G-4 program also has a due on relocation clause. And I've asked the commissioner not only to refrain from amending it, but to make sure it's ironclad. What does that mean? What it means is that if the loan program is amended and the Bills take advantage of this program, there'd be a huge financial penalty to moving the team out of Buffalo before the loan is repaid. Under these amendments, the new owner would have a choice to keep the team in Buffalo and continue to use the loan money, or move the team and be forced not only to pay back the loan in full, but also return to a system where they have to give the visiting team share revenue to the league. In other words, it could create a penalty of $25 million or even more, depending on how much the Bills put in, if a new owner decides to move the team. I'm proposing this change to league rules because Ralph Wilson has owned the Bills, brought untold amounts of revenue and pride to Buffalo for more than half a century. He's led the Bills to a historic run of 4 consecutive Super Bowl appearances, 7 Hall of Fame players, and I'm hopeful this year's team with Super Mario and the great front line is going to be one of the best in recent years. And as you know, I'm close to Ralph. I've worked successfully very hard for the Bills, particularly on the 2 revenue sharing agreements, which helped keep them in Buffalo. And I have talked to the Bills about this idea. And you can go to them and ask them what they think. While things are looking up for the team, right now it still remains the possibility that the team's renovations could be sold, while things are looking up for the team right now, it remains a possibility that the team could be sold before the renovations are complete and the loan is repaid. So given this possibility, it'd be difficult for the team to enter the loan agreement I've just mentioned if they have to pay back the full share upon the Bills' sale to a new owner. It would literally amount to no league support for the renovations. The current structure of the G-4 program could potentially lock out owners like Mr. Wilson.